Christian Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Unabashed Faith, Resisting Anti-Spiritual Influences in the Modern World, by C. Andrew Doyle. Narrated by Brandon Pollock. Introduction. Navigating Faith in a Complex World. Creating a prayer life is essential given the bombardment of digital distractions. The haptics of the phone must give way to devout, quiet moments that reconnect us to the living. A.D. Developments in technology have progressed faster than ever in the last 50 years. I owned my first mobile phone 30 years ago and bought a Palm Pilot, a device that kept your schedule soon after. Schools were test driving a new device called a tablet. A new moment was upon me and others like me. As first adapters, we were excited about the possibility of a more efficient organization and the opportunity to share our stories and faith. Soon enough came the Facebook, as it was once called, Twitter, and Napster, which shared songs but ran into trouble because it evaded paying royalties to artists. Today, all of those tools and more are together in a device with more tech than the first lunar lander in 1969. However, along with other cultural trends, technology continued to expand while the church attendance continued to decline. Bowling alone. Churches were not the only organizations in decline. So were fraternal orders, dance nights at the local private society, the Freemasons, bowling leagues, and the like. Where and how we gather began to reveal itself within the wider culture. Years ago, social scientist Roger Putnam wrote a book entitled Bowling Alone. In it, he discusses the end of communal institutions such as bowling alleys, fraternal orders, and other places where people used to gather. He published a revised version of the book, Bowling Alone, The Collapse and Revival of American Community, suggesting the story was not over. For those curious about the shape of things in America, this became a modern classic in sociological and political science literature. It galvanized commentary and debate on the status of U.S. society, both in academia and the world of policymaking. Bowling has been replaced with new digital forms of communication and connection. Humans have not stopped joining or gathering, but they do it less in real life. While Putnam's analysis is dire, the conclusion is hopeful that the spirit of community in America can be rekindled by creating public places for people to gather, encouraging greater civic engagement for more people, building local communities, and enacting policies that support the family and community. Throughout the last 30 years, the church has floundered with how to face the shifting cultural makeup of ever new and more diverse generations. It has been stumped in its search to find a solution that will take it back to the glory days and will shift the declining numbers. Of course, not all churches are declining. As a 30-year student of the changes in society and within the church, I can see that too. Many churches are thriving. This group of congregations is made up of various sizes. These churches share a core principle. Their life together is one of authenticity. The second value is that they have clarity regarding their unabashed faith. This is a faith that is neither hurtful to those seeking to rekindle life with God, nor wishy-washy as to be hospitable while hiding their Christianity. We are in a time of massive connectivity through technology that promises a new economy and opportunities to do good in the world. Yet, at the same time, as this new technological connectivity is happening, we are becoming less connected to our families, our friends, and our wider communal life and responsibilities. We are closing in on ourselves and becoming lonelier and more disembodied. I hope to provide an answer for this loneliness and disconnection and share how a practice of unabashed faith can resist the anti-spiritual forces that seek to keep us at odds. We are less connected to our humanity and the humanity of others, while the new mechanical age of spiritualism seems to make us sicker by the day. In and of themselves, human-created tools are not filled with good or evil. However, they may be used in such ways as to cause good and evil. The anti-spiritual forces that are the focus of this book are linked to the ancient heresy of dualism. Dualism, as this book will show, is marketed to us through the internet and technology as a tree of knowledge. The focus on the disembodiment of the mind and spirit, the bodily harm inflicted by constant connectivity, the impacts upon energy use, racism, and economic justice.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?